What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let's meet the starters for the visiting Albany Falcons. Junior, number 1, Deshaun Spurgeon. Correction, number 2, Asa McKnight. Sophomore, number 22, Alexis Johnson. Junior, number 23, Janae Byron. Sophomore, number 31, Mary Blacknall. And senior, number 32, Akari Beth. And now, let's meet the starters for your Guilderland Ladies Freshman number 3, Albany. Junior number 9, Jay. Freshman number 10, Eliana Wilson. Junior number 22, Christina Williams. And sophomore number 35, Cameron Kyle.
Good evening once again, everybody, and welcome to another presentation of Guilderland Lady Dutch basketball. Here tonight, the Lady Dutch take on the visiting Albany Falcons, who entered the game with a record of 11-6 overall in the season, 7-3 in league play. As for the Lady Dutch, they enter with a 2-8 record, 3-14 overall on the season. And I want to start off by saying on the broadcast, we do apologize. We are currently experiencing some technical difficulties. We hope to get them resolved as the broadcast goes on, but for now, it might be a little bit choppy to start things off. But as for the game getting started here tonight, the Lady Dutch, winners of their last game against Schenectady, they won by a dominating fashion, 67-35 was the final score in that game. As for Albany, they entered the game on a 6-game winning streak. Each of their victories in that span have been by over double digits, as the opening tip-off is immediately batted out of play by Cameron Kyle, and the Falcons quickly are going to take over here. Zakari Gaddy, their leading scorer, is going to inbound here. And now we are basically underway, even though the first play just happened, as Asa McKnight currently in control here for the Falcons. And that's dropped off to Janae Byroms, and Kyle once again with another bat away. And Blacknell lets it go out of play for the Falcons, so they will have another chance to inbound here. This time Alexis Johnson will be going over to put it in play for the Falcons as she takes the pass back from Byram's. Now it's turned over as Engelson is able to free it up and give it over to Christina Williams. Thrown over to Bigness in the corner. Now Jade Kark back over for Williams. Williams had a big game last time out against Schenectady as Engelson now throws it to Kark. Now Emily Bigness will go for three. Just came up a bit short off the rim. Gaddy gets the rebound and now comes flying forward here for the Falcons. Gaddy over for Byram's near the sideline. Engelson guarding the top, the three-point line. Johnson plays it over for Byram's. Engelson once again guarding up top. Now Byram's gets it over. McKnight, a bit of a fake. Now McKnight goes in. Broken up down low as Engelson once again there. Her and Gaddy fighting for it. Gaddy rips it free, puts it up, no good. Rebound, McKnight can't get it to go. And now it's forced away and picked up by Williams. Good show of defense right there for the Lady Dutchess. Williams goes for three right away. Bounces out. Rebound goes to Blacknell. Byram's now breaks out again here for the Falcons. Now a shot taken, no good. Bigness takes the rebound for the Lady Dutch. Still no baskets as of yet, but Williams might be looking to change that here, trying to make the move. Now gets it over to Bigness. Now Kark down to Kyle. Kyle goes in, puts it in for two. First 2 points of the night go to Cameron Kyle. Lady Dutch on top first. Thrown over to Johnson. Up top now Byram's. Back over to Johnson. Byram's again, now taken by McKnight. Engelson guarding again, now it's back to Byram's. And the pass broken up. Nice job on the read there by Williams. Throwing forward, now taken by Bigness. Bigness stops up, and that goes in. 2 points for Bigness, now 4-0 Lady Dutch. And we get a timeout called on the court by Albany with 5:37 to go here in the first quarter of play. Two quick baskets after a few shots didn't go quite the way both teams had hoped initially. But it's Guilderland who gets the first two of the game. Bigness with two, Kyle with two, and they lead 4-0. So for the Falcons and the Lady Dutch this season, it's their first and only meeting. Falcons have won all 6 of the games in the 2020s so far. Their last game played was on December 10th, 2024. Albany won that one by a score of 75-48. And it was a game in which the Falcons limited the Lady Dutch to just 1 point in the second quarter en route to that 27-point win. But they are down early as we resume play as McKnight gets it over to Byram's. Now back over. And we get a whistle again. And it's going to be taken over here by the Lady Dutch. 5:26 to go here in the first. As Kyle looks to inbound, and it's knocked away by McKnight. Back out of play again, and Kyle will go over to retrieve it and do another inbound here. And it's Emily Bigness handing it off now to Jade Kark as Kark has that go out of play. It will stay with the Lady Dutch. Smart play right there. As Kark noticed that Albany was the last to get the touch on the ball and let it go out of play. Bigness will now inbound. Williams guarded by Byram's, now finds the inbound to Kark, and that goes back out of play. That was Gaddy in the way of that pass that time. Lady Dutch will now try again. Another inbound upcoming. Williams will do it this time. Kyle will take it. Now bounce back over. Williams. And that pass misses Bigness, and now picked up by McKnight. McKnight puts that one up, no good. Engelson will collect it. And is near midcourt with it, but now it's taken by Kyle. Bigness, long pass, that's intercepted by Janae Byram's. Up top, McKnight, bit of a fake, now Byram's gets it back. Down low, here's Gaddy. Back out, Byram's. Nearly went out of play there as it went to McKnight. Now back to Byram's. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson trying to maneuver past Williams. Throws it up there. Just bounced out. Gaddy trying to shot. Knocked down in front, and the Lady Dutch come up with it. Good defense down low there by Guilderland. They get it back. Williams. Long pass. Bigness in the corner. Bounced over to Kark. Kyle up top. Back over. Now Engelson in the corner. Engelson fakes, now back out. Williams for three, rolled out. Kyle reaching for the rebound. Kark gets to it, and we get a whistle and a foul as Kark try and maneuver to the basket to make it a 6-point game as we get our first foul call of the night. It will be on Akari Gaddy. That'll be her first and the team's first for the game as Jade Kark will make the first trip to the line for both sides tonight, shooting 2. And Kark's first shot is good. Came into the game 19 of 41 at the line. And the second shot bounces off, and Gaddy gets the rebound for the Falcons. Janae Byram's with it. Nearly lost the handle. Now Trinity Jackson has that blocked as Kyle picks it up. Williams. Now looking to get by Jackson. Launches it forward, finds Emily Bigness. Bigness to Engelson. She'll go for three, and got it! 8-0 run for the Lady Dutch to start the game. Engelson with her 20th three-pointer of the season. Had 2 last time out against Schenectady. And the Falcons still looking for their first bucket here as Byram's looks for the response and got it. 4-3. 16th three-pointer of the season for Byram's as Kark gets knocked over, and we get another whistle here. And a foul will be on Albany once again. It will be Gaddy, called for her second. Again, another substitution as well as Blacknell will exit. Itebe comes in for the Falcons, and here's Engelson again, looking for another three. That bounced off that time. Kark was going for the rebound, couldn't quite get to it. And Gaddy forces it forward now. To the corner, it's Byram's. Guarded nicely there by Engelson, has to get it out to Johnson. Alexis Johnson. Down low, that pass is broken up. And Kark now takes the pass forward for the Lady Dutch. Thrown over, Williams. Might have had an open lane there. Now she goes for a shot for 2. Bounced off. Engelson trying to deflect the rebound, but it went to Gaddy, and the Falcons now on a break here with Byram's. Byram's goes in, and a nice shot there. Getting over the defender and in for 2. Now it's 8-5. Now Jackson on a breakaway as Williams trying to rip that one free, and we get a whistle. Olivia Bigness will now enter the game, replacing Jade Kark for now, as Albany is going to be set to inbound below their hoop. Falcons get the inbound. It's in the corner with Janae Byram. She'll go for 3 and get it. So the Lady Dutch get the first 8 of the game. Byram's gets the next 8 all by herself for the Falcons. And now it's quickly back to a tie here, as now that pass nearly broke it up. Bigness lost control, but Kyle gets to it. All the way out. Engelson, the corner, going for 3. Just over the hoop, and Itebe is there on the other side, getting that one away from Olivia Bigness. As Byram's has it up top. Going for 3 again. That just bounced off. Gaddy the rebound. Gaddy goes in and gets on the board with their first 2 in the night. And now Albany in front by 2 as that pass nearly picked off by Johnson. Williams now trying to maneuver in, looking to draw a foul. Wasn't going to be called though. It goes out of play, and another substitution in. Kark will re-enter for Christina Williams. And the Lady Dutch will be set to inbound here as Emily Bigness looks for a play. Finds it to Olivia, and a jump ball is called as Johnson and Gaddy were below the hoop trying to fight that one free. Lady Dutch will keep it. Wide open chance, and Cameron Kyle, wide open below the basket, got that one to go for 2. She's up to 4. And that pass off the hand of Jackson, that goes out of play as Tebe and Kyle both going for the ball there. It will stay with the Falcons though, with 1:18 to go here in the first. Inbounded and Gaddy, and we get a whistle there. And we're gonna get a foul called on Cameron Kyle. That'll be her first and the team's first as Gaddy is going for the shot. Wasn't able to get it. Now she will get 2 chances at the line here for the Falcons. And the first one is good. Gaddy 82 of 131 entering tonight's game. Leading scorer with over 330 points this season for the Falcons, and she got both of them there. Bounce to Engelson, goes for a shot from range and ties it back up. 5 points for Eliana Engelson. Just over a minute to go here in the first. Byram's with it for the Falcons, gets it over for Jackson. Back to Byram's. Now Johnson goes in, nice maneuver, and got it to go for 2. And Johnson on the board for the Falcons here as Kyle gets it back over to Jade Kark. And Kark and Johnson fighting for it, and we get a whistle and another jump ball called. This time Albany will be the benefactor as they will get to inbound here. Thrown to Jackson, batted down by Bigness. Trying to maneuver and now gets to it. Here comes Engelson, now the other way. Engelson going in against Byram's. Engelson tosses it up. It just had a little too much on it. And it's picked up by the Falcons at the other side. Byram's. And that pass went to nobody. It was intended for Itebe, and it goes out of play. And the Lady Dutch will take over with 18.6 to go. Get some more substitutions in. Christina Williams is back out there. And Jade Kark collects it. In the corner, Kark battling with 2 Falcons down there, and we get yet another whistle. And we are going to get a 30-second timeout here with 13.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. So the Lady Dutch start out with the first 8 points. The Falcons respond with the next 8 from Janae Byram's, and now they have the 2-point lead with 13.7 to go here in the first. Kark inbounds to Williams as we resume play. As Byram's is guarding, there's still 6 seconds. Now maneuvers over. Williams looking for a chance. Driving to the hoop, 2 seconds. Williams tries to throw it up there, is quickly blocked down low by Amari Wilkins, and that is going to end the first quarter play. So some nice defense down low by the Falcons, and they will stay in front at the end of the first quarter of play by 2. Emily Bigness now with a shot for three. Second three-pointer of the second quarter play. And now Wilkins looking to respond at the other side. That one just came up short. Rebound goes out to Frazier. Now it's picked off. Here's Bigness launching forward here. Here's Engelson going in. Out to Williams. Williams for three. That one came up short. Douglas down low fighting for the rebound with Kark, and now we get a whistle. 3:15 to go here in the second. Kyle is now going to re-enter here for Jade Kark. Falcons now back with it here as Tishana Spurgeon, long-range shot. That one doesn't go. And Spurgeon just able to keep it alive in the corner. Falcons still with it here as Byram's gets it out. Now a shot for three, once again from Wilkins. That one doesn't go, and the rebound fought for. And we get yet another whistle. This time it will go to the Lady Dutch as Williams trying to get away from Mariana Board. Now launches it over. Here's Engelson for three, and got it! 8 points for Engelson, 5-point lead for the Lady Dutch. Here's Byram's, launches that one over. Board takes the shot for three, and there's the response. Fourth three-pointer of the year for Board. Now that pass launched forward. Here's Bigness again. Bigness to Engelson, and lost the handle on that feed, and now Albany will get it back. It's a tough break right there. It'll be Byram starting things off once again here as Wilkins gets it to the corner. Here's Spurgeon. Spurgeon with the bounce pass down low. Douglas back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon maneuvers, now goes for three. That bounces off, and Bigness gets the rebound. Job right there as Williams now corrals and lost it. Here comes Spurgeon the other way. Spurgeon goes in, launches it up there, no good, and Bigness with the one hand reaches out and collects the rebound. Pass almost missed Olivia, but Williams was there for backup. Now Williams doubled up there as Board and Byram's both going for it right there. Try and maneuver away, and now we get a stoppage in play, and we get a timeout with 1:39 to go here in the second quarter. Lady Dutch up by 2. So take a look at the sideline here with head coach Jeremy Friel in his second season with the team. Lady Dutch were 1-1 last week. It suffered a tough loss to the Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks on February 3rd, losing by 8 in that one. Saratoga made 12 three-pointers in that game. 6 of them came from Molly Fitch. They outscored the Lady Dutch in both the second and the third quarter. Eliana Engelson, who's currently the team leader tonight with 8 points, was the leader in that game as well with 15, had 3 three-pointers. Christina Williams had 13. Cameron Kyle had 9 in that game. And as for their game on Friday against Schenectady, they won by 32. And Christina Williams now going for three, just came up short on that one as it hit the rim. And we get ourselves a whistle here. We get a foul. First one for the Falcons here in the second. And Williams is now going to go to the line as a result. She'll get 3 shots as Board is called for her first. I get to talk a bit more about the game that Williams had on Friday. She had 33 points, which tied her season high in that game. And she gets the first one. So she had 7 three-pointers made, had over 20 by the end of the first half of play in that game. Makes the second one. So Emily Bigness also had 9 points and 9 rebounds in that one. And they also, Lady Dutch also enjoyed the returns of Leah Lahare and Olivia Bigness, who played in their first games each since suffering injury. As Bigness goes for the rebound, had that one go out of play. And the Falcons are going to take over here. So Williams goes 2 of 3 at the line. It was a big help for the Lady Dutch to get those two back. Bigness had 6 points in her first game back last time out, as the Falcons in control here with Janae Byram's. Byram's trying to make the move on Emily Bigness, goes in and gets that one for 2. Nice job right there by Byram's. She's up to 12 points. Launch forward, Engelson down low, Bigness trying to get by Douglas. Bigness trying to maneuver, hits Engelson with the pass, went down, but it's broken up and now taken by Board. Board goes in and got it. Tie game now with 5 points for Board. Williams now comes charging the other way, goes in, and is fouled on the play by Douglas. So Douglas is going to get called for her first and the team's second. Much to the displeasure of Albany's head coach, Decky Lawson, over there. Could hear him a little bit talking to the referee. But Williams is now going to go back to the line after making 2 of 3. First one is good. Williams was 38 of 45 from the line entering this game. Now puts the Lady Dutch back in front by 1, now looking to make it 2. And the second shot goes in. Williams now up to 7 on the night. Janae Byram's. Long shot again and got it for 3 in the lead. 15 points for Byram's as Bigness was pretty tied up right there. Now Williams gets open. Williams goes in and another foul is called again. This time it will be Spurgeon getting the call for the Falcons. It'll be foul number 3. And the third trip to the line for Williams now. The first foul for Spurgeon tonight, and Williams' first shot once again good. Williams now 5 of 6 at the line. And that just bounced out. Will remain tied for now as it's taken forward here by Board. Launched over for Douglas. Wilkins for Spurgeon. Spurgeon goes in, and it bounces in for 2. Lady Dutch still got 10 seconds and counting. Need to make a play here for a buzzer beater. Bigness is open. Olivia Bigness out. Engelson for the buzzer. Off the rim. Now Bigness goes for the rebound, and that shot wouldn't have counted as Bigness trying to get the tie at the very end. Shot came just a little bit too late, and that is going to be the end of the first half of tonight's game. The Albany Falcons in front by 2 as they are even with the Lady Dutch in the second quarter of play, 17 apiece. And it will be a slight advantage for the Falcons as we head into halftime. So we will be right back with second half action momentarily. You're watching Guilderland Lady Dutch basketball here on the GHS Media YouTube channel. Stay with us. Welcome back to Guilderland High School, everybody. We are just about to start the second half of tonight's game between Albany and Guilderland. The Falcons currently with a 2-point lead as we are going to get ready for the third quarter of play. Both teams have been pretty even so far. Albany outscored the Lady Dutch 14-12 in the first quarter, but both teams were even at 17 apiece in the second quarter of play. As we are back to action here as Board gets the pass out, and now down low. Pass over to Johnson. That shot just wouldn't go, and Bigness able to get it for the Lady Dutch. Now Williams breaks out here. Williams has that one just bounce off, and the rebound collected by the Falcons again. Johnson. Bigness trying to get in the way. Down low. Akari Gaddy goes up. No good. Kyle the rebound, trying to find a play in bounds, and we get a whistle. Kyle was trying to direct it over to Christina Williams, just wasn't able to keep it in bounds. And the Falcons will take over. Inbounded, that one just almost got away. Gaddy keeps it in play, just has a slow time getting up as that shot misses and goes out of play. Lady Dutch will take over again. Kyle looks for the inbound here, and it's broken up very quickly by Mariana Board. So once again, another series of inbounds here in a quarter for the Lady Dutch as Williams finds the play to Kyle. Now advances it to Jade Kark. Kark for Williams, down low. Williams throws it up there and a little bit too much oomph on that shot. Engelson now juggles the rebound. It's fought free. And now here comes Janae Byram's, currently the leading scorer for the Falcons tonight with 15. Pass bounced away, goes down low. That shot just missed, rolled off the hoop as it was Board, who was looking for her 7th points of the night. Wasn't able to get it. Now Engelson fakes the shot. Bigness tries to go in, and we get a whistle and a foul on Emily Bigness. And Bigness checking her eye after that initial impact there as Janae Byram's called for her first foul of the night and the team's first for the third quarter. And Emily Bigness will go to the line shooting 2. First shot is in. And Bigness now takes over the team lead in points tonight as 9 went out with that shot. Also reached the 100-point marker for the season earlier tonight. And the second shot good as well. And that ties the game up. Byram's with it, hands it off to McKnight. Now back to Byram's. McKnight. Now Byram's again, now forces it over. Jackson down low, trying to find Gaddy, and we get a foul called as the pass intended for Gaddy nearly broken up by Olivia Bigness, but the contact will result in the first foul of the night for Bigness and the team's first for the third. Falcons looking for an opening, and Johnson collects the pass. Taken here by Byram's again. Byram's shot for 3. Bounced off. Bigness leaps in front for the rebound. Nice job right there. Pass launched forward. Collected by Kark. Kark backpedals near the line. Now bounces down low. Bigness fought for it, and a jump ball called. As Bigness and Byram's both going for it there. Lady Dutch will hold on to it with 5:51 to go here in the third. Inbounded, and Kyle gets bumped into by Gaddy. Trying to go for that pass right there, and that will result in another inbound play for the Lady Dutch. Bigness will take it. Looks for the play in the corner. Now Kark finds it. Here goes Kark. In. Tries to throw it up there. Thought there should have been a foul call, but none was given, and now the Falcons advance forward. Byram's in the corner, has an open shot for 3. Bounced off. Kyle looking for the rebound as well as Gaddy, and it goes out of play. So another series of chances right there for the Falcons. so far here in the third quarter. That shot just barely missed, and then the rebound juggled before going back out of play. Byram's able to float a pass in, and it's thrown up by Jackson, no good. And all the way back out, it's taken by Johnson. Shot for three from McKnight is no good. Kyle gets the rebound. And it goes away from Bigness, and they're going to say she was out of play, but Bigness doesn't think so. Her toe may have been on the line, but we're not really too sure on that angle, but as how the play will be ruled as Kark will head off and Christina Williams checks back in. Thrown in, and Johnson bobbles it, and now we get another whistle, and a travel is called on Alexis Johnson. It's a bit of a bobble on that inbound pass. And now the Lady Dutch take over as a result. Williams gets it back to Olivia Bigness, now forced forward. Emily Bigness with it. Bigness goes in, and it goes out of play. Shot went away from the hoop right there. And it's inbounded by Asa McKnight, and now Byram's. Floats the pass down low. It's Gaddy. Gets by Kyle and got it to go for two. Gaddy now with 6 on the night as the Falcons have a 2-point lead. Here's Cameron Kyle. Just barely able to get a pass off to Bigness, and now we get a foul called. And it'll be the second one for the Falcons here in the third, as it's Asa McKnight, the recipient. Jade Kark will now check back in for Cameron Kyle. So Lady Dutch have the two Bigness sisters. They have Kark, they have Engelson, and they have Williams. And the pass is quickly broken up by Gaddy. Here comes Gaddy looking to go in here against two players and got that one again. 4 straight points for Gaddy. Now a 4-point game as Engelson takes the pass. It's broken up a bit. Kark able to hold on to it though. Kark looking to get by McKnight. Kark goes in. Puts it up there, didn't have enough on it. Second effort just rolled off. And the third try, finally, Engelson is there to put it in for 2. Good job there by Engelson as that pass to Jackson is turned into a shot. It's no good, but there is a foul called. It'll be the second one for the Lady Dutch here in the third quarter, and the first one for Emily Bigness tonight. And Trinity Jackson will now go to the line for the first time tonight, shooting 2. Jackson 8 of 14 from the line this season, misses the first. And the second shot bounces its way in, and Jackson on the board, and now it's a 3-point game. Thrown over. Here's Engelson. Try and maneuver as some defenders on her. Now Williams takes it. Williams looking for the tie. Just bounced off. Bigness juggles the rebound. Throws it up and in. Great job down low by Olivia Bigness. And now she has a chance to tie here. It's the foul called on Johnson. Bigness to the line now to complete a potential 3-point play. 2 of 2 last time out against Schenectady. And she gets the tie. Good resilience down below the bucket for Olivia Bigness. Crucial 3 points right there for the Lady Dutch. Thrown out. Johnson up the middle, goes in. That shot doesn't go. Kark, and a foul is going to be called on Gaddy. The pass was attempted by Kark. It looked like she was trying to get something there. Gaddy was trying to force it free. Now she has up to 3 fouls on the night. 3:34 to go here in the third. What has been a pretty good game so far tonight. And that's deflected away by McKnight. Now Coach Friel directing his players right now. Emily's going to take the inbound here. Throws it in, Williams, and we get a whistle and a foul on Byram's, and that is going to be foul number 5 for the Falcons here in the third. And what that means now, every subsequent foul will result in an automatic 2 trips to the line. And Christina Williams, who's been very good at the line tonight and throughout the season, will be heading back there now, the chance to put Guilderland in front. So Williams limited to just 8 points so far tonight. Most of her points have come from the line. First one is good, and the Lady Dutch back in front with that one. And Williams cashes in 2 attempts. Byram's to the pass to the corner. Jackson from range. Bounced off. Gaddy the rebound. And the shot for 2 goes in. And we get a whistle. 3:20 to go here in the third, and we get a timeout called. A nice job on the rebound there for Akari Gaddy. 6 points in the third quarter for her. And we are all tied up at 38 apiece here in Guilderland. Let's take a look at the Albany sideline here with head coach Decky Lawson. This is his 14th season as the Falcons head coach. He took the job before the 2012-13 season. He's recorded over 200 wins since taking over the program. Also had back-to-back sectional titles in both 2022 and 23. And so far here in the third quarter of play, the Lady Dutch outscoring the Falcons 9-7. So we are all tied up at 38 apiece as Coach Friel looks to get things in some more order here for his team. Playing very well against a tough opponent in Albany tonight. And so far for the Lady Dutch tonight, in terms of leading scorers, they have 3 players leading the way with the same total. They have Emily Bigness, Eliana Engelson, and Christina Williams, each with 10 tonight. As for the Falcons, Janae Byram's with 15 to lead them, but she hasn't recorded a point yet here in the third. We are back underway as Williams gets the pass forward to Emily Bigness, and we get a travel call, and it will be turned back over to the Falcons here as Bigness gets up a little slow, moving a little bit right now. And she's going to step out for a little bit of rest here as Cameron Kyle is going to check back in. It's back to play right here as Engelson breaks that pass. Gaddy now goes in for the Falcons. It just rolled off. Gaddy's second effort got it to go. And we're going to get an additional shot at the line as well as Olivia Bigness will be called for her second foul. 12 points now for Gaddy tonight, and now she will go for the 3-point play and put Albany ahead by 3. And Gaddy gets it, now up to 13. Here's Christina Williams. Being defended pretty well with his 2 Albany defenders, McKnight and Byram's on her. And able to free it up and get it over to Jade Kark. Back pedals, now Williams has to recover. 14 seconds on the shot clock here. Engelson over for Bigness. Back across, Engelson for 3! Bounced up and just deflected away. Johnson got the rebound. Kark trying to get that one away from Johnson. Now maneuvers it over. Byram's down low. Finds Gaddy. Gaddy goes in and deflected away, but there's a foul called. And it's going to be on Olivia Bigness again. She couldn't believe it. But once again, Gaddy to the line, shooting 2. And second shot misses. Kyle gets the rebound. Able to free it up for Kark. Kark trying to break loose here near the sideline. And foul called. And Kark is going to make a trip to the line here. McKnight's going to get called for the foul. Second foul for Asa McKnight, and Jade Kark back to the line to shoot two. Is 1 of 2 from the line earlier tonight. This will be her second trip. She looks to put the deficit a little bit further out of reach as the first shot misses. .2:15 to go here in the third. Kark makes the second one, and it's back to a 3-point game. Byram's gets that one to go up. No good. Rebound. Gaddy gets to it. That one doesn't go. Gaddy with a bit trying to go for the rebound. Kyle got knocked over in the process there, and now we get a whistle. Double dribble looked like that was the call right there. 2 minutes to go. Here in the third, Falcons will take over again. Byram's takes it over. Now it's taken by Johnson. Johnson trying to get by, and we get a whistle. It's bumped right into Cameron Kyle, and now Kyle's going to get called for a foul, and Coach Friel can't believe it. But now Johnson going to go to the line here for 2 shots. And Coach Friel still looking over the call here. He can't believe it, but Johnson now going for 2 shots. First shot is in. Falcons extend the lead back to 4. Johnson, the sophomore, the third highest leading scorer on the Falcons this year, 20 of 47 at the line entering the game. Second shot misses. Kark juggles but gets the rebound. Here's Kark. Maneuvers it out. Williams to the corner. Engelson for 3. Came up short. Down low, another shot attempted, no good. It was deflected up. And now here comes Byram's the other way. Williams got a bit of a touch on that one. Now it's broken up. Went off the foot of Johnson. And back to the Lady Dutch. Now the other way. Williams to Engelson. Able to keep it alive. Engelson to Kark. Back out. Engelson launches up another one. Came up just short. Kyle battling for the rebound. It's forced free by McKnight. We get a whistle with 1:11 to go. And the Falcons will take it back over. LaShawn Frazier is approaching the scores table for the Falcons, so she might be going in shortly here. But for now, 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. Falcons up by 4. Byram's with it up top. Try and maneuver away from Engelson. Now up top with it is Gaddy. McKnight will go for 3, and got it. First basket of the night for Asa McKnight. It's a big one. Extends the lead for the Falcons to 7. Emily Bigness out. Engelson doesn't have a lot of room to shoot. Now goes in. Engelson tried a shot, no good. Gaddy gets the rebound. Out behind the defense, in goes Destiny Rodriguez for 2. And now it's a 9-point game. 17 seconds remaining here in the third. Still some time for the Lady Dutch to get some shots off here. Kark. Spin move. Goes out. Engelson from distance. Throws it up there. No good. 3 seconds now. Byram's chucks it up. It will come up just short. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. But a huge run for the Albany Falcons at the end of the third quarter. They now have a 9-point lead over the Lady Dutch. So we head to a break before the fourth. So the final tally here for the third quarter, Albany outscores the Lady Dutch 17-10. And Kari Gaddy, the Falcons' leading scorer, who came into the quarter with just 4 points on the night, had 10 alone in that quarter to advance her total to 14. And you had to figure at some point tonight she was going to break loose, and certainly did that, and then some in the third quarter for the Falcons. So before we start the fourth quarter play, I want to remind you of our upcoming GHS Media broadcast schedule. On Friday at 7 p.m., the girls will be taking on the visitors from Shenendehowa at 7 p.m. Make sure to tune in for that one. Lady Dutch are going to be taking on a team that, although they dropped the first 2 games they had this season, they've won every one of their games since then. It's going to be a tough matchup on Friday. But the Lady Dutch now looking to battle back here against the Falcons. As Kark trying to bounce pass to Williams, went away from her for a little bit. Now Kyle trying to free it up, gets it to Emily Bigness. Bigness over, Williams. Looking, now finds it back to Emily Bigness again. Over, Williams for 3. Away from the hoop, and now it's picked up by Amari Wilkins. Here's Byram's now with it. Floats a pass, it's broken up. Nice job by Emily Bigness getting in the way of that one. And Engelson has that pass broken up as well. Gaddy gets behind Kyle and got it to go for 2. Gaddy takes over the team lead in points, now up to 16. 11-point lead for the Falcons. Kark gets Gaddy to go down. Bigness all alone has it go for 2. Wow. What a play there by Jade Kark, and Bigness with the finish for 2. Now Wilkins with the response. That goes over the hoop. Both Williams and Gaddy came up with it, and a jump ball called. Bigness will now swap out with Engelson. So Olivia comes back in. Both sisters now out there for the Lady Dutch as it's brought in by Asa McKnight. Now all the way out. Shot from distance from Rodriguez is no good, but Olivia gets the rebound. Able to force it forward. Here's Williams. Now Bigness. Had it go out of play, and it will be remaining with the Lady Dutch. The Falcons thought it was going to go back to them. And Bigness with a smart play right there, letting it go out of bounds. The Lady Dutch have a little bit to reset. Finds it in. Kyle can't quite get the shot to go. Was blocked. And now forced away. And taking it now is Byram's. Byram's holding it onto it here. Decky Lawson motion over to Destiny Rodriguez. Now she's in the corner. Now Byram's looking to maneuver. There's 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's broken up. Nice job there by Kark, and now we get a foul. It'll be the third one for Janae Byram's and the first one for the Falcons here in the fourth. Engelson will now head back in. Kyle will head to the sideline. And Kark advances it forward for Emily Bigness. Bigness hands it off. Engelson over. Here's Olivia. Bounce pass. Nice feed. And the finish by Emily Bigness. 14 points. Less than 6 to go now. Wilkins open for the 3. And it got stuck. How about that? You don't see that every day. And a nice play by the ref to free it up. Wow. The shot just got stuck on top of the hoop. And the Lady Dutch, also the fortuitous turn of events right there, because they end up coming up with it as a result of that. Williams maneuvering, trying to get by McKnight. Trying to find some opening, now finds it for Bigness. Out, Williams gets around, tries to go in, and got it! Some great resilience there by Christina Williams. Back to a 5-point game, soon to be potentially 4. McKnight gets called for foul number 3. And a huge basket for Williams now. She'll look to make it a 3-point play as we get some more substitutions coming in. McKnight and Rodriguez head to the sideline as well as Wilkins. And Williams gets the 3-point play successfully. And the lead for Albany is now 4. Byram's gets by Bigness and got it to go. It's our first basket since the first half. A crucial one right there. Lead back to 6 for the Falcons. Engelson takes the pass now. All the way out. Williams wide open. Bigness goes in. Bounced off. Engelson trying to go for the rebound, and it's collected by the Falcons instead. Johnson gets it over for Spurgeon now. Byram's 3. Bounced off. It hit the top. And it will go back to the Lady Dutch. Olivia Bigness set to inbound here. Coach Lawson talking over the call with the referee. Will stand for the Lady Dutch here. And now we get another whistle. Now we're going to start play up, I believe. Olivia Bigness takes the pass. Now throws it over. Kark down low. Olivia Bigness throws it up. No good. Deflected away. Bigness holding onto it, and now a jump ball is called. And the Falcons will take over as a result of that one. Possession arrow favors them, so Tebi and Byram's set to field it here. Now we get a discussion with the referees. And we'll stay with the Falcons. I don't know if they were discussing who was going to go to, but it will be staying with Albany here at 4:26 to go. Byram's over for Johnson. Now back up top. Byram's with Engelson guarding. Engelson trying to get to it. Byram's still holding on. Nice pressure from Engelson, but now Byram's goes in. Spurgeon throws it up there, just over. Gaddy. And it rolls in. Fights through the contact from Kark. Now 18 points for Gaddy. And that pass nearly broken up. Spurgeon hops on top of it, and a travel is the call. Wasn't sure initially if there was going to be a potential foul call there, but it will be a turnover to the Lady Dutch regardless. Spurgeon had just come up with the ball, was trying to advance it forward, and called for the travel. Less than 4 minutes to go. Lady Dutch need to hurry a bit here. Here's Bigness over for Olivia. And a whistle. And that's going to be the 4th foul for Byram's. And pretty close to fouling out here for the Falcons. 3rd foul of the 4th. To the corner. Williams corrals it. Williams trying to get around Spurgeon. Still holding on, now finds it to Olivia Bigness. Bigness trying to go in against Byram's. Bigness, and got it! 5 points now for Olivia Bigness. Lead back to 6 now. And that's batted away by Emily Bigness as Spurgeon looking to complete the pass over for Janae Byram's. and has been making some really nice defensive plays tonight. Now Spurgeon from a long ways away tries to get that one to go, now collects the rebound. Spurgeon out to Gaddy. Keeps it alive for Byram's. Byram's now backpedals. Now goes in, throws it up there, and we get a whistle and a foul. So it'll be the second foul for Emily Bigness and the first one for the Lady Dutch here in the fourth. Nairi Blacknell now coming in for Tishana Spurgeon. Gaddy gets it, and a foul called on Kark. So 2 consecutive fouls for the Lady Dutch now. Kark got called for number 1 on the night. And Gaddy back to the line, shooting 2. And the first shot misses. Gaddy's been pretty good at the line tonight. That was only her second miss out of several attempts so far. And the second shot also misses, and Olivia Bigness collects the rebound. Williams avoids Gaddy, now gets it out. Kark to the corner. Engelson for 3. Bounced out. Rebound collected by Byram's. So close of a shot right there for Engelson. Very nearly had another 3. 2:34 to go. Byram's holds on, down low, finds Gaddy, and we get a whistle. And yet again, it will be a foul on Jade Kark. It will be her second one. Possession will stay with Albany as Engelson and Kyle swap out for now. All the way out, and the shot taken. Rebound, Gaddy, and another whistle blows again. And another foul called on the Lady Dutch will be number 4 for Olivia Bigness. 2:24 to go. Gaddy back to the line. And Gaddy makes the first. Now up to 19 on the night. And the second shot misses, but Albany collects the rebound. Johnson all the way out. Falcons just buying some time right now. Now Johnson goes in, bumps into Kyle. Shot didn't go, and now we get a whistle. This time it will be the 4th one for Gaddy. 4th foul for the Falcons. Engelson will check back in. Cameron Kyle will head back to the sideline. And we're going to get a timeout. 2:05 to go here in the 4th quarter play. The Lady Dutch looking to battle back from a 7-point deficit here against the Falcons. All right, coming back for the timeout with 2:05 to go here in Guilderland. Olivia Bigness going for the home run pass, and it goes over the head of Eliana Engelson, and it will go out of play. So the Falcons are going to be getting it back beneath their hoop here. And Alexis Johnson will inbound for the Falcons. Here's Akari Gaddy, gets by. Blocked by Jade Kark, goes for the second effort, and a travel is the call. I thought there was going to be a potential foul right there. But instead, it will be a travel, and the Lady Dutch will get it back. Kark looking for a play, finds it to Christina Williams. Less than 2 minutes to go. Williams rushing over. Engelson fake the shot, now gets it over. Here's Kark, goes in, and a whistle. No foul was called there. 1:46 to go, and we get yet another timeout on the court. Still shaping up to be a tight match here in Guilderland. Albany still holding on to a 7-point lead. And before we get back to play, I want to say a quick mention and once again another thank you to all of our GHS Media production team here tonight. Without them, you would not be seeing these broadcasts right now, and unfortunately we did have to fight through some technical difficulties just to get this broadcast on the air, but we hope you have still enjoyed it all the same and have enjoyed all our broadcasts throughout the season. We thank them for all of their efforts throughout the season. So Lady Dutch will be getting the ball back after the timeout comes to an end here, as Emily Bigness will be taking it this time and gets it out to Christina Williams right away. Bigness going for three and got it! 17 points for Emily Bigness. It's a 4-point game. 3 3-pointers for her tonight. She had made 3 all season, now has 3 tonight. How about that? Byram's trying to avoid the pressure now. To the corner for McKnight. Bounced out. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and a timeout called. This time it will be Albany taking it. And there's 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock here, but a huge shot by Emily Bigness to put the Lady Dutch back within 4. The Falcons looking to regroup right here. Head coach Decky Lawson, see on the sideline here, giving his team a talk right here, as still have possession with 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They still have a chance to get a potential shot off here. And now, big play coming up here, back from the timeout. Blacknell, 5 seconds to go. Johnson rushes in, goes in, can't get it to go. Lady Dutch rush the other way. Here's Williams. Engelson is open. Engelson for 3! Bounced off, and the rebound collected. Less than 50 seconds to go. Might need to start fouling soon. Byram's going in. Byram's with a shot, and it goes in. And all's recovered there as Byram's got the shot to go. 32.1 seconds to go. A huge shot by Janae Byram's. The Falcons back on top by 6 as we are in the final 32 seconds of tonight's game. So Byram's 19 points on the night. That was one of the biggest shots she's made so far. Ties the team lead in points with Gaddy. So Albany takes over after that recovery after the basket from Byram's. Johnson looks, finds Gaddy. Now Byram's takes it. Less than 30 seconds to go. Being defended now. And McKnight. And is finally fouled by Christina Williams. And that'll be the first foul for Williams tonight. And it will send McKnight to the line shooting 2. McKnight has 1 basket in this game so far. She made a 3 earlier in the game. And makes the first shot. It's 2 of 6 on the line entering tonight's game. Doesn't get the second one, but Itebe there on the rebound. And now it's taken by Gaddy. Gaddy all the way out, finds Janae Byram's. And Byram's can just hold on to it here for the final 10 seconds of the game. And the Albany Falcons, after a bit of a scare late, are going to hold off the Lady Dutch here tonight. Byram's just keeps holding on, and that is it for tonight's game. The Albany Falcons extend their winning streak to 7 games. They take it by a final score of 58-51 over the Lady Dutch, improving to 12-6 on the year, 8-3 in league play. And the Lady Dutch fall to 2-9, 3-15 overall. But a hard